This is a Tutor by Kate Mulley. I know what you're thinking. How does a nice, smart girl get involved in petty sex trade? 2 parts necessity, 1 part childhood repression. No, but seriously, I read an article about it. It's 3 Offspring. And despite having some pretty impressive credentials and a desire to change the world, I can't find a job. My father, who's a philosopher, tells me that I should focus on the present rather than the future, and that I should think outside the box more often. So I spend a lot of time perusing the internet in hopes that it piqued my imagination. One week, I decided I'd join the Peace Corps until I realized I really didn't want to live in any of the countries I go to. And then another week, I was like, why don't I open up my own cupcake store? But student debt and a lack of decorating skills made that plan seem pretty ludicrous. Not to mention, it's an utter cliche at this point. But then I read an article about used underwear retail. And the more research I did, the more intrigued I became. I mean, when you feel like you're the least sexually active girl at a school like Brown, sometimes it's time to prove your past wrong by living in the present. So I enlisted a photographer friend to help me with pictures and used my nerdy high school computer skills to build a kick-ass website and went live a month later. It was slow, but an ingenious viral campaign and some innuendo-laden tweeting made my site the one to watch pretty quickly. By the time graduation rolled around, I was making bank and was too busy to study for the bar, which I determined was unnecessary anyway. That fall, I started SAT tutoring to give myself a more legitimate supplement to my sexy online business. And voila, a year later, I'm financially solvent, in constant contact with 75 perverted men and 5 women. And the lingerie store down the street calls me whenever they have any new items in stock. And you wonder why I haven't had sex in a month.